The slow ramp up, building her back endurance and allow her new muscle to coordinate with. Yeah, like I actually don't think it's a bad thing. 22nd has to be it. Like, she's not playing this week. She is zero chance she plays this week. It is Monday or Tuesday. Monday. It's Monday. There's a 0% chance she plays the next 6 days.
Indiana Fever head coach Stephanie White has provided a fresh update on Caitlin Clark's recovery. And while there's cautious optimism, the tone of her comments has fans worried about just how soon the rookie sensation will be back on the court.
You talked about Caitlin starting full court running last week. Has she been able to do anything extra since then, or return to practice at all?
No return to practice. She's been able to get a little bit more in her full court running. You know, with her all of her body weight, it's really building up from doing minimal to then building some endurance to do longer periods of time. She's been able to do a little bit more on the court in terms of how she moves, but not into practice yet. No.
Clark, who suffered a right ankle sprain after an awkward landing during a fast break play last week, has been sidelined ever since, missing valuable game time during a critical stretch of the season.
A month ago, she was day-to-day. Like, which means, and by the way, the fact that she got a scan after the Liberty or after the Sun game, and they said day-to-day meant the scan almost certainly showed nothing. But that doesn't really mean anything, because that could be even more concerning if the scan shows nothing and she still has groin pain. Like, she's still sitting on a cushion. I don't know what the hell is going on, but I don't.
The injury, though not deemed season-ending, has been a frustrating setback for both Clark and the team, as her ability to stretch defenses, hit logo-range threes, and create scoring chances for teammates is the heartbeat of Indiana's offense. White revealed that Clark has been making steady progress, participating in light shooting sessions and non-contact drills, but she's still not at full strength when it comes to explosive movements and sharp cuts, two essential parts of her dynamic game.
That's a scary thing. She's running with all of her body weight. Like, that's not a great thing for a coach to say.
Doing minimal to then building some endurance to do longer periods of time. She's been able to do a little bit more on the court in terms of how she moves, but not into practice yet, no.
She's nowhere close to being back.
She's working extremely hard, but we're not going to risk her long-term health for short-term gains, White explained, stressing that the Fever are committed to letting the recovery process play out fully before clearing her for game action.
They're ruling her out of games on the day. And you might be saying, oh yeah, you know, we know she's out. We know she's out for a prolonged period of time. It does feel like nothing's being said. There's no, like, because there's no way she's playing for the next week. Why is it not, you know what, she's be reevaluated in 2 weeks, and then just say, you know what, it's a minimum of 2 weeks back. She's not back in practice, a minimum of 2 weeks. Like, that would be some form of, like, telling the fans something. But it seems like the first time when it was, oh, it should be reevaluated in 2 weeks, everybody knew she was out for 2 weeks, and the ratings dropped by so much that it is what it is. But like, at this stage, I always said it's like, oh, it's a when she comes back, not an if she comes back. Like, Natasha Howard is there tweeting, CC, see you soon. Kelsey Mitchell is kind of very much implying that Caitlin's close to being back, and then Stephanie White's like, nope, not even close.
This careful approach comes as Indiana continues to battle for playoff positioning, a fight made much harder without their star guard on the floor. Clark's absence has forced the team to rely on a more balanced scoring approach, but in close games, her absence is glaring. Those clutch three-pointers, precision passes, and fearless drives simply can't be replicated.
You feel better at implementing players mid-season with how many times you guys have had to work through it?
Yeah, you know, it is what it is at this point, and particularly when you're talking about a point guard. Really making sure that we focus in on the high-level usage things that we'll use when she's on the floor, you know, and getting her up to speed on not just what we do offensively, but what we do defensively. So, yeah, I feel pretty good about that. Our group is really good about how we help one another out and how they help one another out on the floor. So she's ready to go.
White praised Clark's involvement off the court, noting how she's been actively engaged in film sessions, offering feedback to teammates, and providing energy from the bench. Even when she's not playing, she's finding ways to lead, White said. Still, there's no hiding the reality. Clark's injury has left a void that's difficult to fill, and 3-year uncertainty over her exact return date only adds to the tension. This situation has also reignited discussions about the physical toll on rookies who step into major roles immediately.
So it's not like she's not shooting the basketball. We've seen that with our own eyes in practice footage. And practice was not open, so we don't know completely the depth of whatever work that Clark is doing, but she is working toward the return. However, until we see her on the floor in practice, it means it's not imminent, meaning in the next game or so.
And leading Indiana's charge toward the postseason. Until then, every update from Stephanie White will be met with anxious anticipation as the basketball world waits for the return of one of its brightest young stars.
And she is and always has been an inspiring woman in our league, an inspiring woman in our game and the history of women's sport. And so for us to be able to honor her is pretty incredible.
Sorry, honor. What is she?
She's won the Inspiring Woman Award, and then we're naming the Inspiring Woman Award after her moving forward. Yeah.
If you enjoyed this breakdown, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss a moment from the brightest stars in basketball. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.